Happy day to all. Today we are going to see previous year net exam question in people and environment subject. Yes, let's go. The first question is, inside rural homes, the source or sources of nitrogen oxide pollution may be. The source or sources of nitrogen oxide pollution in rural homes. Okay, so in the rural area, what they are doing is they are using unvented gas stoves. Unvented means there is no ventilation. Because of the no ventilation, the air is circulated inside the house. So this will create a source of pollution of nitrogen oxide. So when unvented means no ventilation. Then wood stoves, they are using wood stoves and kerosene heaters. These are all the sources of nitrogen oxide pollution. So option A and B and C will come. The next question, which of the following pollutants can cause cancer in humans? So why nowadays cancer increases in humanity? Because of pesticides or mercury, lead, ozone. So ozone is protecting our layer, okay, this one come, and lead is also. So mercury is somewhat little bit good for, it is not much in community. So pesticides, you see pesticides, they are using so much of pesticides in vegetables and in food. So that's why cause cancer in humans in today's humanity. So pesticides are creating the pollutant and that can cause cancer in humanity. So pesticides are the reason nowadays. So we have to reduce pesticides as much as possible if you are growing a good garden. The next question. Assertion. People population control measures do not necessarily help in checking environmental degradation. People population control measures do not necessarily help in checking environmental degradation. Yes, because if you are the people population will create an environmental degradation. The relationship between population growth and environmental degradation is rather complex. These two things are complex. Okay, we cannot come to the control of people population and also the degradation of environment. So they both is complex. So both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. The next question. Which of the following phenomena is not a natural hazard? Natural hazard means which is happening automatically, naturally. Wildfire, fire in the forest. Okay, so these are all happen automatically. Lightning, landslide, mansaribu. So landslide, these are all happening and naturally. But chemical contamination is when you are putting chemical inside the sand or soil. So that will create a chemical contamination which is created artificially by the people. Okay, to grow a particular plant, we are using some chemicals or pesticides. So this chemical contamination is not a natural one. They are asking which is not a natural hazard. So chemical contamination is not natural hazard which is created by people. The next question, as part of national climate change policy, Indian government is planning to raise the installed capacity of renewable energy by the year 2032. So we are Indian government is planning to install the capacity of renewable energy by 2030 is the 350 gigawatt. Okay, so this is the thing we have to remember. At present, next question, at present in terms of per capita energy consumption, identify the correct sequence. Russia, China, and then Brazil, and then India. So in terms of per capita energy consumption, in terms of energy consumption, the first one is Russia. Actually in some website they are given as B and some websites it is given as C. Okay, so you clarify this by yourself. The next question, identify the air pollutant in urban areas which irritate eyes and also respiratory tract of human beings. So identify the air pollutant in urban areas. Okay, they are not telling the rural area, they are telling in an urban areas which irritate eyes and also respiratory tract of human beings. This is not in respiratory tract which is created by the surface ozone. Okay, this is not particulate matter or oxide of nitrogen or carbon monoxide. Surface ozone, this is not actually ozone, this is differs from ozone. Okay, ozone layer which is happened in the stratospheric layer, atmospheric layer, which is good for humanity, atmosphere. Okay, this will protect from UV radiation, protect from UV radiation, right? So this ozone layer is in a atmospheric layer, okay, stratospheric layer. So this will protect from UV radiation, but this is a surface ozone which is created under the earth level. This surface ozone is actually happened because of man-made interaction. So, okay, man-made polluted things which is happening this surface ozone. Okay, don't confuse with the ozone and surface ozone. Ozone is in an atmosphere and surface ozone which is in the man-made created pollution which is in the earth level pollutant, man-made pollutant. Okay, yes. So surface ozone is the correct answer. The next question, which of the following is the largest source of water pollution in major rivers of India? So the largest source of water pollution is untreated sewage. So sewage means sewage, you can say it as 𝐾𝐲𝗋. Okay, untreated sewage. Because of this, the largest source of water pollution is happening in India. The next question, Sustainable Development Goals have specified target to be achieved. So we have some notes of Sustainable Development Goals and Millennium Development Goals, which I will just will attach in this course. Just study through this. This main goal is to remove poverty and hunger and everything. So, and to develop good things and for humanity. So they have developed Sustainable Development Goals and Millennium Development Goals. So they have a specific targets to be achieved by, that is a year in 2030. Before 2030, we have to achieve these Sustainable Development Goals. The next question, India government target to producing power from biomass to the year 2022 is 10 megawatt. So this is the we have to remember this. The next question, assertion, conserving our soil resource is critical to human survival. Okay, conserving our soil resources is critical to human survival. If you are not protecting our soil resources, then it will be critical to human survival. Yes, this is correct. And reason, soil is home to many microorganisms and contains minerals. Some soil contains some minerals and also it is a home for many microorganisms. True, but it is not the correct explanation of A. Okay, so both A and OR are correct, but OR is not the correct explanation of A. The next question, World Meteorological Organization objective has been reduced the number of deaths due to hydrometeorological disaster over the decade 2010 to 2019 by 50%. So, WMO, World Meteorological Organization, their objective is to reduce the number of deaths due to hydrometeorological disaster. Hydrometeorological means that is due to water and land, like soil erosion and something. So, which is their main aim is WMO. The main aim is to reduce the number of deaths to 50%. The next question, assertion, sustainable development is critical to well-being of human society. This sustainable development is critical to well-being of human society. Yes. And environmentally sound policies do not harm the environment or deplete the natural resources. Yes, but this is not giving the correct explanation to this. So both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. The next question, the dominant source of pollution due to oxide of nitrogen in urban areas. So in urban areas, main pollution is because of happening in a road transport. The dominant source of pollution of nitrogen oxide in urban areas is road transport. Always the dominant source of pollution itself, the answer is road transport. The next question, Indian government's target for power production for small hydro project by the year 2022 is 5 gigawatt. So we have a target for power production for small hydro project by the year 2022 is 5 gigawatt. The next question, in which country the recent international agreement on phasing out hydrofluorocarbons which was signed in Rwanda. So Rwanda is a place where they signed for an international agreement. This notes is given in Sustainable Development Goals and Millennium Development Goal. Just go through it. It just happened before that. The next question, which of the following natural hazard is not hydrometeorological? So not hydrometeorological. I just already wrote. Hydrometeorological means water plus land. Water plus land plus this plus land plus and lower surface of atmosphere. So just not an natural hazard is not hydrometeorological. Snow avalanche. So it is called as an snow avalanche. It just happened because of water and land and lower surface of atmosphere changes. Because of that it happens. And sea erosion is an example of hydrometeorological. And tropical cyclone. Cyclone is also water plus land plus air and surface. So these three will be affected. So these three will become under hydrometeorological hazard. Hydrometeorological hazard. But tsunami is not an hydrometeorological hazard, which is purely water. The next question, which of the following pollutant is major cause of respiratory disease? So respiratory disease because of suspended fine particles. So small fine particles which is mixed in the air, which will create the respiratory diseases. So this is the correct one. The next question, in urban areas, smog is nothing but an air plus water. Okay, whenever you can able to see that in in Kashmir and all, you can able to see that smog, which is like air plus water. It's called as a smog episode. Occur frequently in winters. Okay, in winter you can able to see the smog. The reason is in winter a lot of biomass is burnt by people for heating purposes or to keep themselves warm. So both A and R is true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. So option 2 is the correct answer. The next question, occurrence of natural hazard is affected by. So whenever a natural hazard is happening in earth, so what happens? Land use changes. Yes, because the land, whenever earthquake was happen, so land is moved from one place to another, and drainage and construction is also affected. Okay, and climate change will happen. Okay, then ozone depletion, which is not happen. Okay, ozone is an stratospheric layer. Okay, this won't affect the lower surface. So A and B and D is affected whenever any natural hazard is happen. So option, choose the correct answer from the code below, that is 3, A, B and D. The next question, which of the following pollutant gases is not produced both naturally and as a result of industrial activity? So they are asking which pollutant gases it not produced both naturally and as a result of industrial activity. Okay, So not produced, they are asking which is not produced both naturally and as a result of industry. So through industrial activity, nitrous oxide, methane, carbon dioxide, and this and all provided. Okay. So chlorofluorocarbon is not provided by the industrial activity. Okay. The question is not normally chlorofluorocarbon which is given by the refrigerators and air conditioning. Refrigerators and air condition is the source of chlorofluorocarbon. So the answer is option 1, chlorofluorocarbons. The next question, among the following fuels of energy, which is the most environmental friendly? Ethanol, biogas. Biogas is also somewhat environment friendly, but before biogas you can go to the hydrogen, okay, H2O, hydrogen, which is most environmental friendly. The next question, fly ash. Fly ash produced in thermal power plant is an eco-friendly resource for use in agriculture as micronutrient, wasteland development, and dam and water holding structure, brick industry. Yes, this is a fly ash means, you know, in a thermal power plant there are some wastages, some bricks like when you see in a Google fly ash you can able to see that wastage of resources. Okay, this is useful at the time of agriculture and wasteland development, dam and water holding structure and brick industry. So in all these places this fly ash is used. This is an eco-friendly resource. So option A, B, C, D is the answer. The next question, which of the following types of natural disaster has no definite beginning and end? So which natural disaster, as they are asking, no definite begin and end? But in earthquake we can able to analyze by in which place it is happened and which place it is ends. And similarly in a landslides and hurricanes. Hurricanes is a very fast air, okay, that is hurricanes, landslides, earthquakes. But for a drought we don't know, no definite beginning or end. That is drought. Drought means variety, which is normally in the Rajasthan, okay, dry place. Drought means dry place, no plants and trees. So no definite beginning and end. That is called as a drought. The next question, assertion, indoor air pollution is a serious health hazard. Yes, because indoor air pollution means the air is circulated inside the room, inside the in rural areas. What happened? They invented gas stoves. Okay, there is no ventilation to for the air go outside when they are cooked. So what happens, this indoor air pollution will also create a serious health hazard. Yes, the assertion is true. The next question, next reason is the dispersal of air pollutant is rather limited in indoor environment. So they are not yes. So dispersal means it is it's going out. Okay, dispense, like the dispense of air pollutant is limited because of they are giving a limited ventilation in an indoor environment, so that this serious health hazard is happening. Okay, indoor air pollution is a serious health hazard. The dispersal of air pollution is rather limited in indoor environment. Yes, because of this limited in indoor and limited dispersal of air, indoor pollution is happening, right? So assertion is correct and reason is also correct, and or is the correct explanation of A. So option 1, both A and or are true, and or is the correct explanation of A. The next